Hey, how's it going, everyone? Welcome to Shifting Lanes. My name is Hanson. Thank you so much for tuning in. And for this video, you find me sitting in the 2021 Mazda CX-5 Signature all-wheel drive. And I'm here to share with you my likes and dislikes about Mazda's best-selling vehicle so that you have a better idea before you buy. And just like always, make sure you stick around all the way till the end to hear my overall recommendations. And if you have not already, please consider hitting that subscribe and notification bell button so that you can be notified anytime we make a new video. And on to the review. This Mazda should look very familiar to you because this design has been around since the 2017 model year. And for 2021, there really isn't a lot of major upgrades aside from this larger display and some additional driver assistance technology, which I will go over later on. So if you've been thinking about getting a used version of these compact crossovers, you won't be missing out on too many features. But if you're just learning about the Mazda CX-5 right now, which starts at around $25,000, let's go explore what a $40,000 version is all about. Now, this model that I'm sitting in is the Signature all-wheel drive. This is pretty much a fully loaded Mazda CX-5, and there are a lot of features worth discussing. Now let's first start with the exterior. This is one of the more stylish compact SUVs you can buy right now. Now most other SUVs are going for an off-road capable and rugged utilitarian look. On the other hand, this CX-5 has a simpler and more luxurious design. Now this Kodo design language has worked out so well for the rest of the Mazda lineup, and it really all started out with the CX-5. And they all have the same general look. A shield-like grille with some chrome accents along the bottom, scowling headlights, bulging front fenders, smooth flowing character lines along the side, and a more reserved rear end with small taillights. Check out my reviews of the CX-30, the Mazda 6, and also the Mazda MX-5 Miata, and they all exhibit this exterior design, and I think it looks beautiful. For this Signature all-wheel drive model, this CX-5 is finished in deep crystal blue mica paint. But if you want the new paint scheme for the CX-5 for 2021, you can get the Carbon Edition, which comes exclusively in the polymetal gray paint and can come in red leather seats. And just for reference, I've reviewed the Mazda 6 Carbon Edition, and if you want to have an idea of what goes into that special trim, please click the link up here. As for the headlights in this Signature CX-5, they're special in that they're adaptive. So when you turn the steering wheel, the headlights will actually pivot as well. This is really nice for when you're making tighter turns, and it's safer because it allows you to see more important parts of the road. Now, if you're shopping for other trims, this feature starts out at the Grand Touring level. Moving inside, what's new for 2021 is this 10.25-inch infotainment screen. This is a nice high-definition display, and it is standard across all CX-5s. It comes with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. Unfortunately, no wireless version of it just yet. The Mazda 6 that I've tested is the first Mazda to have wireless Apple CarPlay, so hopefully they'll roll that out in the next couple of years for the rest of the lineup. Regardless, I like the new Mazda infotainment system, and you can find this refreshed look in their newer models like the Mazda 3 and the Mazda CX-30. All of the inputs are handled via this rotary dial. This works a lot like BMW's iDrive system, and these shortcut menu buttons are super helpful. I also like the favorites button because you could pre-program radio stations, navigation destinations, and also your contacts into a very simple list. The big change here is that this screen is no longer a touchscreen. In the past, Mazda had a touchscreen that was only usable when you're stationary, and when you were moving, you had to rely on the dial. Now, given the new user interface redesign, I don't really see the need for a touchscreen anymore. I actually like Mazda's approach of just using the dial. I feel it's a lot safer to use, especially when you're moving. And as for keeping your attention on the road, this CX-5 also comes with a heads-up display. And I like how the display is sharp and clear, and it also gives you critical information like your blind spot warning. As for the stereo system, this one is equipped with a 10-speaker Bose stereo system, system, and there are 2 USB inputs that you could toggle between. So that's really convenient because if you're plugged in via Apple CarPlay and it's giving you directions, you don't have to unplug your phone if someone else wants to listen to their podcast or something. And since this is the top of the line Mazda CX-5, I like how it comes with a heated steering wheel and heated seats, and all those controls are up here near the other HVAC controls. This signature model also comes with a 360-degree camera view, and you can access the 360-degree view at any time, even while you're driving at high speeds via the button on the left-hand side. Now moving on to the second row, the drawback here is the amount of legroom. It does feel a bit cramped. For reference, I'm 5'8", and with the front seat set comfortably for myself, I have just a little bit of space back here. Aside from the legroom, the second row feels pretty decent. I love how there are heated outboard seats and that there are built-in USB plugs in the center armrest. As for rear cargo space, the rear isn't as big as the competition with roughly 30 cubic feet of space, and that doubles when the rear seats are folded down. I do like that there are readily accessible handles to fold down the seats and also just the center section, just in case you have something long and narrow to store in here, but you still have 4 people that need to sit in the CX-5. However, as more proof of the short rear legroom, you really have to push the front seats a bit forward just so the second row can fully fold flat down. Now, how does it drive? This CX-5 is equipped with a 2.5-liter turbocharged engine, making 250 horsepower and 320 pound-feet of torque. This is a lovely engine making lots of torque, and it's more than plenty for this compact crossover. The base engine, a 2.5-liter naturally aspirated engine, only makes 187 horsepower and 186 pound-feet of torque. That's decent, but if you want to have some driving fun, you should absolutely go with the turbo version. And the CX-5 is a pretty engaging crossover to drive. The ride is a bit on the firm side, but the trade-off here is that you get nice responsive handling. There are more comfortable crossovers out there, but in terms of driving fun, you really can't go wrong with the CX-5. Unfortunately, the model that I'm driving with has winter tires equipped on it, and it's currently a bit warmer and just outside of the proper operating temperature range for winter tires. So I'm experiencing some high-speed discomfort and some highway floatiness. This isn't a knock on the CX-5, obviously, but this is just to show you that tires and traction are very important. And just like how winter tires are very important in the cold and wintry conditions, winter tires can also be utter garbage in warmer climates. But if this vehicle was equipped with proper tires, I have driven a bunch of these CX-5s in the past, they would ride a lot better. As for the various driving assist systems, it's nice to see that this Mazda has radar adaptive cruise control, blind spot monitoring system, and also a lane keeping system. They are really nice to have for those long and boring commutes. However, I do prefer the systems that you can find in Volvos, Nissans, and Hyundais. I found that their lane keeping system was a lot more proactive compared to what this Mazda system can do. So overall, do I recommend the Mazda CX-5? Yes, this is Mazda's best-selling vehicle, and it makes sense because this is a wonderful crossover to drive. If you enjoy having a bit of fun with your crossover, you really can't go wrong. And with the top-of-the-line signature model, there's a bunch of good safety, comfort, and convenience technology features included as well. It's missing some of the more modern features like a fully digital instrument cluster, wireless Apple CarPlay, and a panoramic moonroof. But this design has been around since 2017, and I feel like a refresh might be coming out where they can address some of those items. Well, there you have it. That's my review of the 2021 Mazda CX-5 Signature All-Wheel Drive. I want to thank you so much for watching all the way till the end. If you've learned something, please consider hitting that like button. And of course, if you have not already, please hit that subscribe and also the notification bell button so that you can be notified anytime we make a new video. I'll wrap it up right there. I want to thank you so much again for watching. My name is Hanson. This has been the 2021 Mazda CX-5 Signature All-Wheel Drive. I'll see you next time.